Okay, welcome to another video. This is a project I've been working on. I've been making an air tank here. And so, right now, this is just a pop bottle filled with 90 psi. And, yeah, it's got a valve here that goes out. And then one of the, connections that I can basically just, take this here. Gotta do this one-handed. So, if we take this, you have to pull this up, put it on, push it onto the connection. There. Then we release the pressure. We have to close this first. Over here, we have to close this valve. And then we release the pressure. Don't mind the sound there. And then that goes to this gauge and tells me we have just under 90 psi. And then right here, this is the outlet, right here. And basically, if I just take this, air can start coming out. And then we can see the gauge as we open the valve. Starts to go down. Now, the cool part is this can hold right here. This can hold some pressure. If I disconnect it, it can still hold some pressure, and technically acts as an air tank by itself. But the cool thing is, just listen to it. It's full of oxygen and other gases, but if we release all the pressure at once, look what happens. It gets really cold, and the reason that is because when you're compressing all of that air, the compression gets really hot, and so the bottle gets hot, and then when you release all of that gas, it gets cold because all of the air gets evacuated, and well, there's no gas to create the heat anymore, so it just gets cold. Alright, this is part one of the video of me just showing it off. I'm gonna give a brief explanation now as to what these parts are, and that'll be the end of the video. So, 2-liter bottle cap, drilled a 1/4-inch hole in the top, and then put a 1/4-inch nut and a pipe nipple onto here, a rubber washer, and another 1/4-inch nut, and then here's a 1/4-inch valve and the fitting for like air compressor, those types of fittings, and that's the air tank right here. And I got thread tape in all of them, in all of the pieces there. Next, this is the other part for the that connects onto here, just something that can disconnect from it. Thread tape, and I'm not sure what the name of this is, but it's a 1/4-inch piece that connects to the clear tubing here, and then that connects to another one of the same pieces, a 1/4-inch T-fitting, and then a gauge that's also got a 1/4-inch fitting. Tape to just tape the tube to the metal part here. 1/4-inch pipe nipple, 1/4-inch valve, and then another one of the pieces that connect to the tubing. And then right here, this eventually is going to connect to something like this, and so I can breathe out of it. But for now, just kind of have to use this until I can find a way to connect the two pieces together. So yeah, that's the end of the video.